Hello and welcome to another edition of Little Port and East Cambs Academy Community News. A chance to share some of the good things that happened over the last week, but also to bring up to date with some of the developments at the Academy. So first of all, I'd like to say thank everybody for making me feel so welcome over this term. I think it's the end of the first term. It has been tough, I think, to be honest, with the pandemic, with everything else going on in the Academy. There's been significant changes going on. I think it's quite nice to get to the end of the term, actually have a couple of weeks where we can come back refreshed, ready for the next stage of development within the school. I'd like to say a big thank you to Mr. Taylor, who's been managing the school on a day-to-day basis, doing a sterling job and bringing the community together and actually raising the expectations of what we can get from staff about students and making sure that we can continue to improve. The big bit of news is we have, over the last week or so, appointed a new head teacher. We will be making announcements more publicly after January, but I thought the letter has gone out to staff today. We will be sending out a letter to parents shortly, and we'll send that directly to you so you'll have a bit more detail, a bit of an introduction from the head teacher and a bit more about her. So we're really looking forward to having her join us, but I won't say much more. I'll let the surprise be from the head teacher herself. Now we've got some other things that we're going to talk about. This is the shout outs from members of staff. So first of all, this is from Mr. Hughes. So well done to the Year 7 and 10 basketballers who have been participating in the Isle of Ely partnership competitions the last 2 weeks. Our Year 9s were the standout team, beating Ely twice and narrowly being defeated by 1 basket by Whichford. Also a big well done to those who participate in football, rugby, basketball and netball clubs so enthusiastically throughout the first term after a long break impacted by COVID. This is from Miss Hunter. So a big shout out to Daniel in Year 9 for having a fantastic week. Super proud of him. And also shout out to Charlie in Year 7 for doing some fantastic reading in morning intervention. And a big shout out to the teaching assistants who have been absolutely awesome this term. That's echo from me. They've done a fantastic job. So Miss Willerton, if you can have a please shout out to HD for the highest positive and negative ratio of the year group. And also a big shout out to the Neuroscience Club for their terms discussion and engagements, showing a keen interest in the application of science to other areas. And this is from Miss Murray. So 7 years spent this week trying to make the longest paper chain in form time. Unfortunately, it won't beat the UK record of 472 metres. But we are planning on measuring it tomorrow. We trialled this in the morning and we managed to get it around the first floor. So the complete loop round. So that, by my estimation, that's a good almost 300 metres. So well done from that. That's quite a significant achievement. So from Miss Elliott, so well done to the Year 10 Child Development course. Well done to everybody who's completed their first presentation, delivered them with confidence and fantastic subject knowledge. But well done to everybody in 10D for a fantastic term. She's been some outstanding resilience and of course you've been an excellent role models in what inspired students look like across the Academy. So well done to everybody else. Right, and then also a big thank you. Last week was the first time the Academy's had a parents' evening in about 4 years. So we've reintroduced them this year so teachers can give one-to-one feedback about the students in their class. So congratulate all the staff for actually logging on. We made a very last change. We wanted to do it live, but we then had to go to a virtual due to the pandemic. But what we've done, it's been fantastic having that face-to-face conversation between members of staff and parents. So that was really good. Fantastic turnout from parents as well, showing us a real push in terms of what we need to do. So, but first of all, a huge thank you to those who logged on to the virtual parents evening last week. Aside from a couple of technical glitches, it went very well. We hope the parents found it informative and helpful. And we look forward to Year 11's returning in January well rested and ready to complete the last 2 terms of secondary school journey. So the parents of students in Year 7 10, please do check the calendar on the website to check the date of your child's parents evening. We'll obviously alert you when we have lead up to them all. So we will be doing a parents evening for every year group. So you'll get that one-to-one feedback from your child's teachers. So it brings it to the end of this year, to the end of 2021. And let's hoping 2022 has less pandemic than 2021 did. I'd like to thank everybody. Wish them all a very Merry Christmas. On our return, we will maybe some further adjustments. It's things will change. We know how it's working in the government with information coming through from the Department for Education, from Public Health England. Things will change. So please keep an eye out for any announcements in terms of adjustments that need to be made for your child over the next coming weeks. So we look forward to January. We look forward to coming back with renewed vigour and energy. And I wish you all a very safe, Merry Christmas and a very, very safe Happy New Year.